You were born good today on Fortitude through Stoicism. And this is my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. Boy, it's been a week. Great stops this week. Let's see. Phoenix, Arizona. Went from the desert to Sequim, Washington. So Seattle, drove all the way around the Puget Sound and went to the very, very tippy top edge of Washington. And now I'm in Salt Lake City. So it's been a nice West Coast rip this week. Beautiful, beautiful country out here. Absolutely love it. Before I give you the quote, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in original sin? So, what is original sin? Let's Google, what is original sin? It's a Christian doctrine that states all humans are born into a state of sin. So, a religion made by victims, for victims, about victims, is saying that you were born bad. You were born in sin because of something that two people may have done a very, 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 very long time ago, referring to Adam and Eve. Boy, that's interesting. That's a whole lot of guilt to carry forward. Man, you haven't taken your first breath yet and you're already bad. That's Christianity. So that's one perspective. And why do they do that, right? So it's only them that can remove that sin, right? It's only God. He's the only one. So here's the catch. You got to do all this shit, believe all these things, and accept this one person to take away this sin that you didn't even do. That's a stretch for me. Alternatively, Musonius Rufus claims that human beings are born with an inclination towards virtue. Let's think about that little baby. Let's think about that little baby right there. Is that baby bad? I mean, sometimes you're trying to sleep in the middle of the night and the little shit won't stop crying, right? You want to, but again, is it bad? No. Is it sin? Did it create sin by being born? No. No. The notion of original sin has weighed down humanity for millennia. Fucking Christians. In reality, we're made to help each other and be good to each other, right? That's human nature. I mean, you look back, tribes, right? They helped each other, they grew together. I mean, it doesn't matter in all humanity. That's the standard. That's the rule. Most people are born good. Yes, every once in a while you have that Mao Zedong or you have the Hitler, right? Yes, there are bad people. However, we wouldn't have survived as a species if we were not born inherently good, because we would have wiped each other out. There would not be a species if we were born inherently bad. Or it'd be very dangerous and very predatory, which you may think it is. So, there's hardly an idea in Stoic philosophy that wouldn't be immediately agreeable to a child, or that doesn't jibe with common sense, right? The ideas within go to the core of who we are and what we know to be true. The only thing in conflict are the various inventions of society, usually to serve some selfish interest of someone seeking power. Right? The Catholic Church. And yes, I witnessed it personally with, in Afghanistan. You'd have the mullahs or whatever, that, they're the only people that can read the Quran. And with a 97% illiteracy rate when we got there, that you just believed what they said because that's what God said. So whatever this man was saying that this said is what you believed. that is serving the purpose of man, right? So let me ask you this. I'm just kind of looking at some of my notes here. Seneca pointed out that philosophy is a tool to strip all of that away, right? So let's start with the primary question. Do you think we were born bad or with an inclination towards virtue? Because really most of the bad things we see in the world are learned, right? Racism is learned. You don't know. You don't know, man. We're all shades of wheat. Here's the thing. There is no white, there is no black, there is no yellow, there is no brown. Fuck that. Fuck that. We are all different shades of wheat. Look at all the different kinds of wheat in the world. Look at all the different shades of wheat. We are all shades of wheat. And once we look at each other as the same, and stop being so divisive, this is when we stop having so much us versus them, good versus evil, Yankees versus Red Sox, Cowboys versus Indians, North versus South. Fuck it, we've been doing this forever. Left versus right, Republicans versus Democrats, right? We always have to have this division. Does it make sense? Or is that taught? Is that cultural? It's a good question. But going back to the original lesson for today, you were born good. Let's talk about that. I know that I was. Most people are, right? So, let's talk about good people who do bad shit. It's happened, right? We make mistakes in life. Normally, and this is kind of why I'm bringing this all together. Majority of the mistakes I've made in my life, I'm talking the big ones, involved alcohol or a complete loss of my emotional control. One of two. The alcohol is not a problem anymore. Changed my habits. That one's easy. The emotional control, not so easy. That is why I've gone down this path. And yes, it's monotonous. Yes, this will never get 1 million likes. This will never be that thing, because the truth is doing the work is never sexy. It's not beautiful. People love to see the results. They love to show up at the success party, but they don't like to be along for the struggle party. This is the struggle party, doing the work, right? It's 7 o'clock. I got to get ready for an assignment. I've been in many different time zones this week. What day is it actually? Oh, it's Thursday. Holy shit. So, it just runs together, and the miles and the grind and this finding a gym and every meal is a battle with myself because it's so hard to eat clean on the road. And the more I do the hard thing, the more I'm training my brain, the MCAA. I got to remember what that stands for. But I'm increasing the size of my brain in that particular area. That's the discipline part of my brain. Yes, it's real. Yes, it's real. So yes, I'm exercising my brain to get stronger, and exercise my body to maintain my strength so that my mind, because here's the thing, when my body is weak and I'm tired and I'm struggling, that's when the mental faculty start to slip. That's I'll make the excuse, whatever. It all goes together. So you see this, you see the grind. This is it. It's not sexy. Just got off the treadmill, right? This is my morning AM routine. Now, if I was born bad, right, with all this sin, would I do this? Would all the people out there spend all of their efforts building and supporting and helping other people? Would all of those first responders run into danger when other people are running away? Would all of those soldiers who have stood steadfast in the face of certain death to protect the ones they love. Would you do that if you were born bad? That's why Stoicism is the guide. It's the litmus test. Cuts through the noise. And if anything else, that's what I've come to rely on Stoicism for. It is a litmus test. It is a filter. It cuts out the noise so that I can handle whatever volume is left over. And on that, shower time.